It's the NFL on EA Sports, and everyone's watching KJ Hamler. He was a walking highlight reel last week with a 4-touchdown game. It's the Rams and the Bisons on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Bisons of San Antonio taking on the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Here we go.
Jones looking to throw right away. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Throwing, Jones. Throw right side, complete to Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And on now is the punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Back to Robinson now on first down. And a short gain here, down to the 22. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 20 carries, 90 yards.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Dancing to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They're going right back to Hamler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This 2nd and 4. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Jones. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And now off to the races down the right side. And touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bisons have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Touchdown, Rams. K.J. Hamler, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was all polished off on the touchdown reception by K.J. Hamler. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back out comes San Antonio. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Jones on first down.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 45 on second down, Jones. The ball comes out. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be caught by Parker. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Jones.
That's complete right side to Komet.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we have reached.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
68 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
3rd and 8. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 3rd down, Robinson.
And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs from 8 yards out. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Here's Jones to throw on second down.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action. Jones steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with third and 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 1.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Complete. It's Dodson.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Operating from the gun. Jones.
Going right back to Dodson.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now Jones on third down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. On play action, they'll throw. This pass caught by Hamler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Robinson on a give right side.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
90 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Robinson with another carry.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
And now they'll shift things around.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right.
He's got the hook up to Dobbs.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Robinson is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Half 18, half 18.
Jones now throwing to start the drive.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Jones. And now another one thrown incomplete.
not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Well, there's a big play waiting to happen. Receiver K.J. Hamler as the offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run with Robinson.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Back out comes San Antonio. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
6.
Jones on 1st and 10. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to score on a fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Back out comes San Antonio.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Here we go. Hey.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Jones.
Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Patterson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Back out comes San Antonio.
They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing, Jones.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. A solid stiff arm.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite.